October 15th, 2023. It's a bright Sunday morning here, a little after 11 a.m. And we're in Beekman Town at Country Dreams Farm on the Pellerin Road. And in the North Country, we are very happy here, very lucky, I should say, in Clayton County to have two similar but different, very different farm-related entities that welcome visitors. Babby's Rural and Farm Learning Museum in Peru, they're having events today, and unfortunately for Leeward Babby and his family and friends, we won't be heading there, but we're here at Country Dreams Farm. We're gonna grab a couple of pumpkins, and I don't think we'll go through the corn maze, but it's down that way. Years past it's been in this area, but they try to move things around, and looks like the windmill isn't turning too much today. So Judy and I are here, and we're gonna make our way a little closer. It's an event being held here too by Woodmen Life Chapter 462, where they've invited their area members to come and grab a couple of pumpkins courtesy of their local chapter. But besides the Woodmen, there'll be a whole lot of people here, so most of the people you see here will be regular attendees here at the Country Dreams Farm in Beekman Town. And this is it looks like we had some spitting rain there just a few minutes ago, and this table was outside, and they brought it underneath the cover here. This is from the Woodmen Life. What's your name, fella?
David Blix.
David Blix, the man of many hats, and today you're wearing your Woodmen Life hat.
Yes. I'm president of our lodge. We're 62 out of Shazy.
Yeah, and the secretary is over there talking to my wife.
Wife Ella is talking with.
Okay, and what happens? Woodmen members show up today. What do they get?
Well, they got their choice, either pumpkin or corn maze or both.
Or both. Okay, that's good.
You got to go in the field and pick your own pumpkin out.
But you get a free pumpkin, courtesy of Woodman.
If you're a Woodman member, you get your free pumpkin.
Okay. And a little chilly today, 50 degrees or so, and you're a Florida fella, so this must be tough on you here.
It's getting cold. Almost that time to head south.
Snowbirds will be leaving the area very shortly. Okay, it looks like a good turnout though, despite the chilly weather, and more people are arriving all the time. A lot of youngsters coming here to enjoy the activities, and always a fun time here at Country Dreams Farm. Youngsters are always in a hurry to get to the next place. This one here is no exception. Doesn't know where he's going, but he wants to get there in a hurry. Fortunately for him, it's downhill. So you got the pumpkin patch, you got the kids' corral, it's called over here, petting zoo of sorts, with all kinds of furry critters and even some chickens roaming around. But people are taking advantage of the petting zoo, picking up some stuff to attract the animals, and looks like the early part of the day here, everybody's hungry, so they're not without plenty of eager mouths over there waiting for the food. Whole idea was to originally show what the farm was like without modern day equipment. But they've had to bring in a few things just to keep it practical. This is a picture area here, a little area where kids and adults can get their picture taken with a pseudo tractor. The sun is peeking out now, and the warmth is very much welcome. There's a sand pile here. Hopefully there's no cats roaming around. And there's a whole bunch of large workhorses out that way. Sunflower. Here, all kinds of sunflowers right here. Stop bouncing around. You can maybe get a view of them. And obviously, the wagon ride isn't very popular at the moment here. Nobody's on it, unless George left them all down in the field. George Weidel, a part of this farm right from the get-go. You lost all your riders, George.
Whoa. Whoa.
George, you lost all your riders. What happened? Were they standing up and they took off all of a sudden?
Nobody was standing up in the back of the wagon.
Okay.
And I had a bad tire on the other wagon. I didn't want to repeat of what happened to you. So I changed out wagons. But then these two, they're kind of full of it. They got a
they want to move.
Belly full of oats and grain.
They want to burn it off.
They want to go. Hey, stand still. Now behave.
Who's in charge here? Well, I guess they're in charge.
They're like kids. They know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's time you learn, George.
Time I learned.
All right, we won't hold you up here because you're going to have a fight on your
By
hands.
the end of the day, I'm going to have a fight on my hands to get them to move.
Yeah, the other way around.
What?
Take care, George Weidel. He's talking about, we mentioned it just about every time we're here. Gordy Little and I were here and going for a ride. And we were told that the horses were very calm, and so I was standing up in the back of the wagon. And we were out down that away and got to a side of the fence where there was a little more metal on it than this fence here. And a tire blew. And Pete looked at Pat, and Pat looked at Pete. Those were the horses. And a split second later, they were gone, and I was laying flat on my back, camera pointing toward the sky. Unfortunately, the tailgate on the wagon was down because when I landed, my head was off the back of the wagon. If the tailgate were up, my neck would have hit the tailgate, and I would probably not be here today. If I were still alive, I would probably have been crippled for life. So it was an unfortunate event, but fortunate in that I did not get injured in that fall. And my wife Judy is disappearing. I can't find her anymore. She's out there somewhere. I can't see her. I don't know if anybody else can see her. She's mingling with the sunflowers. And as I said, this is where the corn maze is this year, and you can go on a corn maze and come here and just look at the animals. It's a great place to be for farming equipment. I think they're harvesting today at Babby Rural and Farm Learning Museum in Peru. So it's really a type of thing where if you want to spend a couple hours at one of these locations and a couple hours at the other one, you could really make a full day of it, or you can just go to one of the locations and still have a great time. But we were at Babby's Rural and Farm Learning Museum in June. We like to visit that place every year at least once, and we wanted to make sure we got our visit here to the Country Dreams Farm in. Interesting little thing here is they've got an electric fence, and it sounds like it's ticking here, like the electric fence is on. So I don't know how many, if they have it operating during the day here, and it sounds like it is, how many people they surprise when they touch that electric fence. It can jolt you. I know from experience as a kid. As a kid, you got to make sure you know what an electric fence feels like, so you grab it. So it's ticking, so I don't know if that means it's on or not. Maybe I'll get Judy to test it, see if it's on. Why is that chicken crossing the road? We'll never know. Maybe to get to the other side, huh? Here comes George. He's back. He's back with a wagon full. See if he'll lose them out in the field there.
See, I've got a full load now.
Yeah, he comes back empty though. He didn't tell you that part.
No, don't listen to him, folks. See, we had a little incident one time. Him and Gordy were over here doing a video, and Calvin was standing up in the back of the wagon behind Melissa and Gordy over here. Well, when they went through the gate down in back, front tire blew.
Oh, no.
And it sounded like a 30-06. Two big geldings decided they weren't sticking around for that. Poor Calvin went straight back on his back and almost slid out the back of the wagon as the horses were going. You know, that was bad, but Gordy thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I bet it did.
My lawyers didn't though.
Melissa called him up a day later. She asked me how he's feeling. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." He says, "I can't talk to you. My lawyers advised me not to speak to you. Litigation is done." Her face went like stark white.
True story.
That was good. All right, Calvin.
All
I'll see you
right,
in a while.
have fun,
And you can
George.
Take a ride. I promise I won't dump you.
Okay. Thank you.
I already changed wagons with a bad tire.
Hey, some woodmen on that wagon.
Yeah.
There's some woodmen on that wagon. How about that? Okay, and some more woodmen coming right here. And yes, there are muffins available for anybody who wants to pick them up, and you allow people to take them home with them if they want them. Those little chocolate muffins.
What's that?
You allow people to take those chocolate muffins home with
Oh,
them.
yes. Those are free of charge. Yes, they are. Yes.
It's a lucky day. She has hardly any voice, so it's a good day to talk to her.
Yeah, so I have laryngitis, and that's tough for me because I have a lot to say.
And this is the owner. What's your name, young lady?
Melissa Monte Provost.
All right, and I remember many years ago you told Gordy Little now you had a dream, and
I had a dream. I had a dream since I was 3, and I'm old now. And it's,
here it is 20 years later.
Yeah, 20 years later. I like that. 20 years later, and here we are, and I still have a dream, and it keeps growing every year. Yes. Yeah.
So you keep doing this, and how early in the season do you open up to the public?
Yeah, so we're open as soon as like I like May 1st or so, as long as there's not a lot of mud. I'm going to get run over. You see this,
I
Calvin?
see that. You're right at the
Yeah, I'm right at the
rail
post.
here.
Yeah.
Look, they know right where to go
They
too.
know where to go, but they would have run me over anyway. So
Step up here, then get out of the way before they
yeah,
take a
before
bite
they
out of
run
you.
me over. Yeah.
So you like to start May 1st if there's not too
Well,
much mud?
so we open up around the first part of May for people to come and visit the animals, just walk around the farm. And then, of course, by mid-September, we're full on for corn maze, pumpkin patch, wagon rides, the whole works. But during the summer, we let people come in and see the animals, walk the farm, pick our brain, Not that I have much of a brain left, but
been
they
picking at it
pick it
too
anyways.
long,
Yeah, exactly.
So 7 days a week or what?
7 days a week. Yep. 9 to 5, usually 10 to 5, whatever works.
So
you
if
know.
people just want someplace to bring the kids. or
Yeah,
bring
you
grandma?
got kids that need to blow off some energy. This is the place to do it. We've got plenty of stuff for them to play on and animals to see. So yeah.
Okay, and how late in the year will you stay active here?
Oh, probably through Christmas anyways.
Really?
This year. We've got some events planned for in the barn, and so just watch our Facebook page, and we're gonna do some wreath making and some I don't know. There's a whole list of things that are going on here, but we'll post on Facebook.
Okay, so you have a Facebook page? And that's
Yep,
where
Country
people
Dreams Farm. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, and this time of the year is probably one of your busiest times?
Yep. This is the busiest time of year for us. Yes.
Well behaved now.
All right, good. Anything else, Melissa, that you think we ought to know
No.
right now while we're here, and you've still got a bit of a voice
Look,
left?
by the end of the day, I won't have a voice, so I'm glad you came in the morning because, if I have to yell to somebody, well, then the voice is probably gone.
You're probably yelling at George all the time.
But yelling at George all the time, yes. Yeah, poor George.
So he's an integral part of this, and
Yes,
hopefully
he
he's going to
is.
be able to
Yes,
keep
yes.
going for another 20 years or so.
Oh, 100 anyways, right? Yes.
All right.
Yep. Thank you, Calvin.
All right,
It's nice
thank you,
seeing you
Melissa.
guys again today.
All right, take care.
Yep, bye-bye.
Don't get bit.
Hey, bud.
Okay, as we said, it'll just be a brief visit. That's what happens when you don't feed your horses on a regular basis. They're getting ready for the Halloween season, I guess. So, it's starting to fill up. A lot of people turning out here on this Sunday afternoon now, and always a pleasant visit here to Country Dreams Farm on the Pellerin Road. And as we said, don't forget to visit Bobby's Rural and Farm Learning Museum on the River Road in Peru. So that'll wrap it up. We look at the pumpkin hunters in the distance. Thanks for watching viewer-supported Hometown Cable.